Fine, it's a casting call fit for Cupid.
This is going to be my lucky handkerchief, and I'm hopefully going to have it for the final rose ceremony as well.
Why today is your day to audition for ABC's The Bachelor. Then, from the Coug to the top of the food chain.
I loved working at the Coug. I actually stayed a whole extra semester after I graduated.
The Wazoo grad who's become one of Western Washington's hottest chefs. Plus, secrets from the set.
He said I was?
Yeah, he did.
That is on camera. I can use that.
I stir up some trouble behind the scenes of the new ABC detective drama, Take Two.
Hey, I'm Rachel Bilson, and Seattle Refined starts now.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Seattle Refined. I'm Gerd Swanson, and a special welcome to the first day of summer. We have been waiting for you. We have a huge show for you today, but since it's summer solstice, I want to share a few fun facts with you about summer. The summer solstice is the longest day of the year, so get out and enjoy those rays. The name solstice comes from the fact that the sun appears to stand still in the sky. In ancient Egypt, the solstice marked the beginning of the new year, and while the weather is about to get hotter, the Earth is actually at its farthest point from the sun during the solstice. Things are about to heat up right here inside Pacific Place, too. That's because today is the 2018 Bachelor casting call. For the next 4 hours, you can come down here and register for your chance to find love on ABC's The Bachelor. And you won't be alone. Hundreds of good-looking guys and gals from across Western Washington will be here strutting their stuff, trying to impress producers. Seattle has a great track record for getting folks cast on the show, and you could be next. This is the 4th year Refined has been a part of the fun. Here's some of our favorite moments, and look closely. You might recognize some folks.
All the guys here are hot. Yeah. I'm like, can I just pick one and go?
Whether you're looking for love or looking to people watch, over the years we've learned the Bachelor casting call will not disappoint. Real quick, ladies, does this guy have what it takes to be on The Bachelorette?
I don't know. I don't know him. I'm sorry. You know what?
Just looks-wise, come on.
Sure. Go get him.
I broke up with my ex-boyfriend about 2 months ago, and he lives here in Seattle, and I live in Portland, and it was the first time I've been back, and it was the only opportunity I've had to give him back his stuff. So I did that right before I came here. I dropped it off, and then 20 minutes later, here I am.
This is going to be my lucky handkerchief, and I'm hopefully going to have it for the final rose ceremony as well.
It's hard being a surgeon and trying to date, period.
Being a surgeon, I mean, that kind of gives you the leg up, don't you think? Hey, this guy's handsome guy, surgeon.
There's lots of surgeons. There's lots of handsome surgeons, but I think it's all about being the right person.
I was on last season with Nick, and I got no rose, so I'm like back to like redeem my confidence and try again. Because I literally was on the first episode and didn't get a rose, and I was like, is this a joke? So I would feel better if I just went through the process and tried again and hopefully find love for a second time around. So I'm back.
If you think the casting call can't lead to love, think again. Now, do you really think you could fall in love with somebody on a show?
You could.
Recognize her? That's Taylor Nolan from the 2016 Seattle auditions. Not only did she find love on Bachelor in Paradise with Derek Peth, she even got engaged. We know not all stories will end like Taylor's, but we know one thing from past casting calls. The odds of finding love get better if you just stand in line.
You trying out? No?
No.
You here watching your friend?
My sister.
Oh, your sister?
Yeah.
Nice. I think you're wonderful too, and I barely met you, I'd be careful. Make sure you block out the phone number though when you go up there. You don't want people like creepers coming up and be like, hey, can I have your picture? Like, that's weird,
We didn't realize there'd be this many girls here. We didn't literally dress up and probably maybe worn some cologne.
Looks like fun, right? Come on down to Pacific Place. Registration is open for the next 4 hours. To learn more or download a registration form in advance, log on to seattlerefined.com/Bachelor. The Bachelor and Bachelorette may be the Refined team's guilty pleasure, but one of our other faves is making a return tonight.
The Gong Show is back with amazing new acts and great celebrity judges.
That's right, Mike Myers and his alter ego Tommy Maitland are back for a second season of The Gong Show. The new Gong Show is a reboot of the 1970s classic where oddball acts perform in front of celebrity judges. If they get gonged, they go home. The Gong Show premieres tonight at 8 right here on KOMO 4. Then at 9, Match Game is back in prime time for Season 4. Host Alec Baldwin is the master of ceremonies, masterfully filling the shoes of the late, great Gene Rayburn. Look for celebrities like Niecy Nash and Caroline Ray on tonight's panel. Then at 10, there's a brand new detective drama making its debut on Como 4 tonight. It's called Take Two, starring Eddie Cibrian and Rachel Bilson. It films just a stone's throw away north of the border in Vancouver, BC. So when I got invited to go up there and meet the cast, I jumped at the chance.
Most detective work is like this. Dull.
So Eddie,
yes,
you got to be a happy guy. Your show is going to get ready to launch here. You got to be excited.
Super, super excited. I can't tell you how excited we are. You know, we've been shooting this now since the end of February in kind of in our little bubble in Vancouver, and just waiting for finally people to see what we've been doing here.
I'm not about to babysit a spoiled, out-of-control ego.
I haven't needed a babysitter since I was 10.
Sorry, at your age they call them sponsors.
You know, Eddie, you really put the dick in detective.
We're really proud of this show. It's a fun show. It's a witty show.
In Take Two, Eddie Cibrian plays Eddie Valatic, a private eye who gets talked into putting a Hollywood actress under his wing. But his new partner in crime isn't exactly what he had in mind. She's fresh out of rehab, looking to reinvent her career.
In the beginning, it's more, you know, they're trying to feel each other out. He's a little annoyed with her. You know, he's been a detective. He's in the LAPD for a long time, and now he started his own PI firm. The last thing he thinks he wants around is an actress who played a cop on TV that thinks she knows what she's doing.
The first 48 hours are the most important. On the show, we would always run their fingerprints. Can I see the report?
Rachel Bilson plays Sam Swift, the TV starlet who surprises everyone with her sleuthing skills.
I think that Sam does surprise people. I think she comes off as maybe your generic actress who has been on a few benders, so to speak, but she proves herself. She's pretty quick and intelligent, and that's honestly why I look up to her too, and was excited to play her.
Victoria, BC native Aaliyah O'Brien plays Detective Christine Rollins, Eddie's crime-fighting friend, and every now and again, friend with benefits.
It's true.
So tell me about Detective Rollins. I mean, this is kind of a cool part for you.
It's super fun because she's a boss. Like, she's not the boss, but she's a boss.
Now, is she a boss or is she a badass?
She's a badass boss. She's a second-grade detective of the LAPD. So she's earned her way through the ranks, and she's really morally bound. And her and Eddie share that in common, which is why they're such good friends and they help each other out.
But she also kind of has a thing for Eddie, right? She's got an eye for Eddie?
She doesn't have an eye for Eddie. She loves him dearly as a friend. Like they have a deep care for each other. And then she also needs to kind of just get some sometimes. So, you know, that comes into play.
While viewers will have to wait and see if sparks fly on screen, behind the scenes, this cast definitely seems to have chemistry, especially Eddie and Rachel.
We got great chemistry, and you know, we didn't know each other beforehand, but everyone who kind of sees us interact and stuff like that, it's like, have you guys worked together before? Have you known each other a long time? And we haven't. We just kind of clicked.
He's super professional, and he's really fun and nice, and it's great to have somebody, especially on a two-hander that you work with all the time, that you can get along with, you know, will show up prepared, and you can laugh. And I think it's so important because it'd be really hard otherwise.
The stars of Take Two hope the show's combination of thrills and laughs will have viewers doing a double take.
I really like that it's very comedic. You know, it's a procedural with some comedy, so it has the right combination, at least for my personal interest. It's something I would like to watch.
But I gotta really say that this one feels right. This one feels good.
Take Two airs tonight at 10 right here on Como 4. Seattle Refined is just getting started. We go house hunting on Whidbey Island, and you won't believe the cool houses we got inside. But first, his menu is the talk of the South Sound. That's dirty. You called it dirty, right?
Dirty delicious.
Where you can sink your teeth into some of his amazing bites this weekend. Welcome back to Refined. I'm Garrett Swanson here at Pacific Place, where the 2018 Bachelor casting call is about to get underway. Pacific Place has tons of great places to eat, which brings me to one of my favorite subjects, my never-ending search to find new places to eat close to the office. My next stop just might be in Fremont. It's only been around a few months, but there's already great buzz about Fremont Bowl. The restaurant is owned by the same folks who brought you Lake Union's I Love Sushi and offers delicious-looking Japanese-style rice bowls. Even better, most dishes are under $15. If you've eaten there, drop us a line and let us know what you think. One of the South Sound's top summer parties is about to kick off. It's the annual Taste of Tacoma. It gets underway tomorrow at Point Defiance Park. There's going to be food, beer, wine, music, and so much more, including a showcase for some of the area's best restaurants and chefs. I took a ride down to T-Town to meet one of them. It sits on 6th Avenue in Tacoma, one of the hottest restaurants in the South Sound. The Table, a space for delicious food and decor.
We wanted to build a chandelier that was nice and unique, so it's actually from like 1903. It's an old fire ladder, so the two pieces are from the same ladder, and then my dad and I actually constructed it.
The man behind the fire is Chef Derek Bray, a local guy who started his culinary career years ago at the Coug, the iconic bar near Washington State University.
I loved working at the Coug. I actually stayed a whole extra semester after I graduated and just worked. And you know, you can't find a better, more enjoyable place to be than a bar in a college town.
So what are we making?
We're gonna do some halibut with a little asparagus succotash, morel mushrooms, and our house forever favorite, ricotta gnocchi mac and cheese.
Derek is passionate about his craft, but you'll quickly find out he cares just as much about people as he does about the halibut he whips up every night. Whenever he can, he gives back to the community. It started years ago managing a homeless shelter kitchen in Tacoma.
It's kind of an obligation. I mean, my wife and I always say that, you know, our life is pretty blessed, so we should really be giving back to our community for people less fortunate. You know your asparagus snapping, right?
No.
No?
I usually use a knife.
Theoretically, it's to tell where the asparagus is good till. So,
really?
Yeah.
So if I grab a couple of these asparagus,
give them a little bend.
Just right.
There you go.
Chef Derek will be giving back again at the Taste of Tacoma this weekend. He'll be competing against other local chefs in the Taste Cooks, a chop-style culinary throwdown. And he's serving up some delicious eats from the table as part of South Sound Bites. 5 courses from 5 top restaurants at a reasonable price. The best part, the proceeds support Emergency Food Network. It's a great way to giving back and experience the best of the South Sound food scene.
We have a lot of great young chefs that are doing creative things and kind of doing stuff their own way, and it's a lot smaller of a community feel than when you go up north.
So we're making gnocchi, right?
Yeah. So we make like dirty delicious gnocchi. So
Dirty delicious. What does that mean?
Instead of like poaching our gnocchi in water, we're just gonna fry it.
You're gonna fry it?
Yeah.
You want me to do it?
Yeah. Go ahead. Toss it in the basket.
In the basket it goes?
Yep. And then just drop it in the fryer, and we'll let that go for a couple minutes.
After a short time in the kitchen, it was time to taste this gourmet feast.
Wow. That is delicious. That is perfect. All right, and I gotta try the gnocchi here. That's dirty. You called it dirty, right?
Dirty delicious.
To learn more about Derek Bray, The Table, or Taste of Tacoma, log on to our website. Coming up on Refined, fish just feet from your front door. We head to Whidbey Island to discover a pair of waterfront gems. Welcome back to the show. I'm Gard Swanson, coming to you today from Pacific Place. One of the perks of living here in the Northwest is being to enjoy island life. Man, we have so many of them, right? There's just something special about getting away from the mainland and just kicking back. All week long, our sponsor, Windermere Real Estate, is giving us a glimpse at some of our region's most jaw-dropping waterfront homes. And today, we have a deluxe double dose of waterfront luxury from Whidbey Island. Just a short ferry ride from Seattle, Whidbey Island feels like it's a world away. In Greenbank, amongst the firs and ancient cedars, sits a property that embodies the beauty of the Northwest, a little piece of paradise.
When I think of waterfront living, destination living, luxury waterfront, I think of this property, 3962 Smuggler's Cove Road. It features everything that you'd want to encompass in a destination home. The acreage, the privacy, yet you're still close to all the amenities of the island.
Louis Muniz knows Whidbey Island. He grew up here, and he knows this home is special. It's situated on 21.4 acres and features 246 feet of waterfront.
And we have direct access to the water. You are able to take a gator down or just stroll down the path, but you have direct access, which is unique to many properties on the island that sit up above the beach. In fact, you can fish right off the point here. This is known as China Point, and as the salmon come in off the ocean, they bounce along these various points here, and so you could cast your rod right from the beach.
The main house is over 5,000 square feet with 3 bedrooms and 3 3/4 baths. With sweeping views of Puget Sound and the Olympic Mountains, it's the perfect place to host guests.
The flow of this home is great for entertaining, family living, perhaps a retreat space. With the ability to incorporate the guest cottage, the studio, there's lots of possibilities with this home.
That's right. This property boasts an artist studio, guest quarters, and oversized garage. And one more surprise.
This property has a lot of great features, but this is definitely one of my favorites. This is what we like to refer to as the secret garden. Come and take a look.
Just a few steps from the house, the secret garden is a sanctuary, completely enclosed to keep the deer out. It's a great place to entertain guests, host a dinner party, or enjoy the company of those you love. About 15 minutes away from Greenbank, Langley is a hub of activity, a seaside village that attracts visitors from all over the world. Just a stone's throw away from downtown sits 12 de Bruin Avenue.
You get the best of both worlds on this property. You have the privacy, yet you can walk downtown within minutes, enjoy all of the dining, the arts, entertainment, and beach access as well, with a whole coastline of beachcombing right at your fingertips.
Sitting on 2.2 acres, this 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath home is a contemporary masterpiece. At over 3,800 square feet, it boasts panoramic views, custom finishes, and a phenomenal layout.
The open floor plan combined with the high ceilings really adds entertaining value. It's a great flow from east to west, and it really brings the outdoors in with the great views from every window and every room in the house.
The lush grounds feature native ferns and rhododendrons, giving it a distinctly Northwest feel with minimal upkeep. Nestled amongst the greenery, you'll find a separate space designed with the same care as the house itself.
We do have the cottage that the client can use for guests, perhaps Airbnb or VRBO income. And it's a great space to perhaps turn into an artist studio or maybe a little yoga studio as well.
The property is the perfect mix of privacy and proximity, just like the island itself.
Well, the thing about Whidbey is the community is very tight-knit, but they also give people their privacy. We have everyone from celebrities to high-profile corporate CEOs, just to the Joneses next door that come, and they feel that they can come here, just be themselves, let their hair down, and enjoy a weekend away.
Want to see more? The Washington Waterfront Home Tour, sponsored by Windermere Real Estate, is this Saturday and Sunday. To learn more, log on to our website. We'll be right back, but first, a message from our sponsor, Penrith Home Loans.
Penrith is very excited to sponsor the Washington Waterfront Home Tours, not only to showcase our beautiful waterfront listings, but to celebrate this beautiful geography we have here in the Puget Sound area. Goal is to educate and guide our buyers to the best loan product for them. This is one of the largest financial investments they'll make in their life, and we want to make sure that they're comfortable and to relieve some of the stress that goes along with that home buying process. The local market is very competitive right now, and our goal is to help our buyers have a competitive edge when making an offer on that home that they hope to buy. One of the ways that we do this is by making them a certified buyer. The Certified Buyer Program is a program that is unique to Penrith and that we developed so that our buyers would have that competitive edge when making an offer on a home they hope to purchase. The Certified Buyer Program is not only getting pre-approved, but we also take it one step further, where we're so sure of the qualifications of this borrower that we'll guarantee not only the closing of the home, but that they'll close on time. And if we don't close on time, we will actually pay the buyer and the seller. This will give reassurance in the process to everyone involved.
Welcome back to Refine. We're wrapping up here from Pacific Place, but a reminder, you have until 7 p.m. tonight to come down here and register for the 2018 Bachelor casting call. You can learn more about tonight's event on our website. All right, that's going to do it for today's show from Pacific Place. I'm Garth Swanson. Have a good one, everybody. We'll see you next time right back here on Seattle Refined.